Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On play action, Fields.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now it's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How how do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 27, Watson. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running left, it's Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Fields on 1st down. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's the option play now to the left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27th.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw is Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Off play action, Fields.
His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Fields. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletic.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Giants. O.J. Howard, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Watson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Fields going to hold on to it, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away.
And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Runs over it. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Justin Jones there on the stop. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 41, Watson toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Barkley, inside handoff. And
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Watson powering forward.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Fields.
Wide open receiver complete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they...
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Watson.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. Does the big boy have the juice? And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that